Every workout's got to count. Every meal's got to count. Every night of rest has to count until you reach your goal. And that's what we're doing. My workouts generally aren't for strength anymore. I'm not doing singles or doubles or anything like that. I train as a bodybuilder, and I try and train smart now as I've gotten older. We're deadlifting here. I'm not really a big deadlifter. It's not something I've done for the majority of my career, only a few years. Actually, I did it for a couple and I stopped. Anyway, so we're deadlifting and I stop at the bottom of every rep. One, primarily to avoid injury because I have 2 bulge discs in my back. So to hold the weight, you know, if we get up to 200, 300, 400 pounds, to hold the weight here and then come back up with it, it's gonna put a lot of strain on your lower back. So if you have back problems and you want to deadlift, doing dead stop deads might be the better way to go. The primary reason most people do deadlifts this way is because the deadlift is a strength exercise. So we're not looking for hypertrophy as much as we are for strength. So the reps are usually lower. For me, 5 to 6, maybe 8. For powerlifters, you're talking singles and doubles. So if you're looking for strength and not hypertrophy, there's no reason to keep the tension on the muscle. So we drop the weight, get rid of the inertia, and then start over. So every rep you're starting over is gonna build more explosive strength than if you're able to go up and down with the weight without stopping. Now we're gonna get some chins in. Now, chins, I think, are like the squat for your back. Probably the best overall back builder other than the deadlift, I guess. So, but the reason we're here is because I weigh 285 pounds and I can do a chin, but my form is gonna be really shitty. So I use the assisted chin to make sure I can do the chin up properly, get good form, and activate all the muscles I wanna activate. So don't feel like you're being weak or something, or you're not a man if you use the assisted chin up, because you could be over there swinging on the bar like a monkey, or you could be over here using this machine and doing it properly. The biggest myth I hear in back workouts or pull down exercises is wider grip for a wider back. Nonsense. Couldn't be anything further from the truth. Wider grip at a certain point will only give you a thicker teres, which is your teres muscle is right underneath your armpit, kind of wraps around the back behind the armpit. So if I grab the bar out here and I try and do a chin, it's gonna work higher up on my lats. And yeah, it's gonna create more width, but only in that spot. If you want width in your lats, the meat of the lats, the lower part of the lat, you wanna go with the shoulder width or maybe just a little bit wider than the shoulder width. That way that muscle can work from the top all the way to the hip. Your lat will stretch all the way down into your hip almost. So if you wanna work those fibers on the bottom part of the lat where most people wanna build, you gotta go a little bit closer. We're on to our second thickness exercise in my back workout. This is probably my favorite back exercise. I probably noticed the most growth out of any back exercise by using T-bars. Not necessarily dead stop T-bars, but any T-bars, as long as they're done with proper form. What we're doing today is some dead stops again. The same reason we did them over there on deadlifts, the same reason I'm doing them here. I have 2 bulge discs on my back, but it's an exercise I can't forego. So this takes the pressure off my lower back, allows me to do the exercise. It's also gonna help me build some strength because I'm still getting my strength back from not doing a lot of heavy stuff since I tore my hamstring. And we are increasing the reps to 7 or 8, maybe 10. That'll give us the hypertrophy we're looking for. The last exercise of my workout, I do this kind of like an isolation. I feel it the most in my outer lat and then through the rhomboid area. So I just want to talk about 2 things I see wrong with this exercise. It's supposed to be a standing pull down with your arms straight and pulled down into your lower abs or groin area. Now, one of the things I see done wrong is people start here with a stretch and they pull down and then they row inwards with their elbows. It's not a row, it's a pull down. Keep your arms straight, you'll get more out of it. Now, the reason people are rowing is because the second problem I see is when they come down with their hands, they want to roll their shoulders forward. Now, when you roll your shoulders forward, your traps are taking over, your delts are taking over. So as soon as you do this, you're taking the pressure off your back. So one of the main things you want to do when doing this exercise is keep your shoulders decompressed. You want to push your shoulder girdle downwards and then do it. So my traps are always decompressed, they're not rolled over. So if you can do that in combination with keeping your arms straight, you get more isolation, more activation in your lat only. Okay guys, so that's the back workout for today. I try to hit the back from all different angles, but definitely width and thickness are my main priorities. I'm pretty happy. I tore my hamstring a little under 2 months ago, and I'm already deadlifting 4 plates again. So I was scheduled for surgery, but opted to not have it, and it looks like my body's recovering pretty good without the surgery. Cosmetically, it might be an issue, but as long as I can train, I'm happy. But the main thing is, made sure we got in here and we give every set, everything we got. Didn't tap out on anything. Finished the workout strong. And that's what you gotta do, day in, day out. Every workout's gotta count. Every meal's gotta count. Every night of rest has to count until you get to the show, until you reach your goal. And that's what we're doing.